Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading for October 23rd to the 31st. Yep, to the end of the month. This is for Gemini and Gemini Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cult cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Gemini, I do this because you know I love you. I love my Geminis. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So Gemini, this is it. We are here at the incredible full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. I know you've been waiting for this moment. You have been waiting for this moment for a long time. You're like, I need to let some things go. I need new things to happen in my life. Well, let me tell you, there are a lot of new things happening in your life, and I'm very excited for you. I am incredibly excited for you, especially when you think about everything that's been happening for you. With dating back to the full moon in Aries. Remember last month we had that, and these full moons, that one felt like an eclipse, and that was in your 11th house, right? So your social network, groups you belong to, organizations you belong to, even social media, but also your hopes and wishes. And so think about the lunar nodes back in July, how the North Node moved into Aries, your destiny. And so there's a lot of focus on that right now. And the 11th house is your hopes and wishes and your dreams. And so I absolutely love what's happening, because when you think about the new moon solar eclipse that we had in Libra, native ruler of partnerships and relationships could have been a big matter for y'all, but it's in your 5th house of pleasure, of love, of romance, but also creativity, self-expression. I mean, I love the direction that we're headed. I love the direction that we're headed. So this week, it really is going to be an intense week, okay? A lot of things are going to be happening for y'all, but I expect you to be very busy. All right. And the reason why is because we officially move into Scorpio season. So the sun moves into Scorpio on the 23rd. As we know, Mercury's in Scorpio already, and so is Mars. So that's a lot of intensity around power and transformation and money and, yes, even sex, right? So that's all in the domain of Scorpio. That does rule your 6th house of everyday activities. All right, your daily routines. That includes work, the process of work, labor, hiring employees, things like that. But also your health matters could be a big thing right now that you're intensely focused on, maybe a new fitness regime or whatnot. So keep that in mind, that sun, we're Scorpio season, so that's a whole month. Now the 24th, the sun is going to trine Saturn. This is absolutely amazing, Gemini. I know that y'all have been going through some ups and downs when it comes to career, when it comes to work. Now, this is an amazing, auspicious trine. The sun trining Saturn, Saturn in Pisces in your 10th house of career. Hello. This is really great. So I would even mark this in your calendar, the 24th. I mean, this is a day just to, you could get some recognition. You could have some really positive movement in career, in work, in public recognition, in fame, in honors, achievements, any of those things that the 10th house represents. So keep that in mind, because this is a big day. And it is, just again, it's a peak date, right, of this aspect. It's a peak of this aspect. You could feel it a little bit before, a little bit after, but Saturn brings that stability energy, that long haul goals that you have, right? So keep that in mind. I really love this day. And then on Saturday, the 28th or the 29th, depending on where you live in this world, but here in Brooklyn on the 28th, we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. This is amazing. I absolutely love this. I did a video on eclipses if you want to check it out, and more about eclipses and what you can expect. I'll leave the link up somewhere, maybe around here, maybe at the end of the video, but you'll find it. It's my channel. But this is a very high energy eclipse. This is that eclipse where whatever's been happening in the past year and a half for you, that it's now coming to an end. And so this is really great because, like I said, Geminis have been going through it. Y'all been going through some things. But y'all may have already been feeling it recently. Y'all have been maybe seeing a lot of changes happening recently, okay, the past few weeks, little by little bit, or even like big changes as well. All right, so I really love that for you. This is definitely going to be pretty big eclipse. There's going to be something that this eclipse, by the way, when I say so, the eclipses happen in series. This is the last eclipse in Taurus, so it's ending that series of eclipses that happened for the past year and a half. So again, bringing in a conclusion to one part of your life. The next part of your life, there's a big focus on your social network, your hopes and wishes. If you saw my last reading, or even I think it was like the week before, I gave you a heads up about April, and then Jupiter's moving into your sign in May next year. I mean, like next year is going to be amazing, but it's like consider it like, what is it, like a ramp? Is like when the boat goes off the ramp into the water. It's kind of like that for y'all now. It's like y'all are on this ramp about to have this amazing like boat ride. Not even a boat, a yacht, right? Gemini, tell me that I'm right here. So what I love this because it's in Taurus, and Taurus is all about comfort. It's all about stability. It's all about like finances. This is you having that breakthrough moment, releasing the things that no longer that you've outgrown, or even a mindset, your belief system, your values, right? It's all about your values, what you want, what you seek moving forward. Even like those big questions like, am I in the right job? Do I love this job? Or this relationship that I'm in, or, this passion project that I want to start. I mean, this is all about new, okay? Even taking relationships to the next level that you're in or whatnot. If you're single, looking for relationships, that could be a big thing now. You could be opening up like some sort of organization or a group. You could be running for Congress. There's a lot of things that you could be doing that are possible now with this, eclipse. I really love this for you. And so a lot of focus on finances, but even still, I love the fact that this eclipse is, it's conjuncting Jupiter, and then Mars and Mercury, both obviously, in Scorpio, like I said earlier, they're opposing Jupiter. But what this does is really build your confidence. It really is this optimistic, like, I really love this eclipse. Let's just keep it that way. So something will culminate, something will come to an end. And I want you to know at the end of the day, it still is a full moon, okay? And so full moons illuminate, but now with this turbocharged full moon, that's an eclipse, a lot of truth could be, revealed at this time and come to light at this time. But it really is this break free moment. This is just you breaking free, moving forward in this new direction, this new path, a lot of new things happening for you. This is your transformation. This is your Sandra D moment, okay? You know who I'm talking about, right? Grease at the end when she comes out there and they do that little dance and she's in that biker wear or whatever it is. But do you know what I mean? Like, this is like you knowing who you are, you being confident in who you are and going after your dreams and saying nothing's gonna stop me. This is who I am, except this is me. All right. And finding a lot of that self-worth and self-value. Again, this eclipse is happening in Taurus. All right. So that's what it's all about. Now, on the 29th, Mercury is going to conjunct Mars. This I love. Okay. Remember, Mercury is your ruling planet. So this is going to affect you. And then Mars and Scorpio, again, in your sixth house. And so this is just your mind being lit, you having a lot of like crazy, cool, awesome, brilliant ideas. It is a day where there could be a little bit of like hostility from other people, but that just comes with that Mars and Scorpio package. It's already like aggressive. But with this week, it's like your confidence is going to be so high. It's just like you're gonna be like, whatever, get away from me, Nat. Or it's just like, it's like, who are you? Like, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna be good, okay? Just focus on being just self-aware, just being aware in the moment and just being like really, really just focus on that creative part of there's a lot of new things that are going to be happening for you. And then on Tuesday, the 31st, actually after the week after, Venus is trining Uranus. This is Halloween. And if you live in these neck of the woods, Halloween. Okay. So Venus trining Uranus is absolutely amazing. This is a day where you could just get surprising news. You could have surprising moments when it comes to love, money, passions, even beauty, even, creativity again is something Venus rules. So keep that in mind. It is a day where, Uranus is all about breakthroughs, surprises, innovation. You could see some really amazing, unique Halloween costumes. You could have some of your own, but this is a day just to be social. This is going to be one heck of a Halloween. It's really just ending the month with a Venus trining Uranus is absolutely amazing. So go out there, okay? Go out there. You never know who you'll meet. All right. That's how beautiful life is. You never know who you'll meet, especially when Venus trines Uranus. So I do not want you sitting at home. I want you going out there, especially if you're single. Okay. Especially if you're single. This is one of those like sliding doors. Again, you could meet your soulmate, even if you're not here. If you're happy in a relationship and or whatnot, you could meet your future boss. You could meet someone who connects you to if you're job hunting, the dream job that you just never know. That's what I love about the Venus trining Uranus. Okay. So Gemini, with that said, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you. October 23rd to the 31st. Again, this is for Gemini and Gemini rising. If you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, you are absolutely welcome to. This week, I would definitely read for your moon. Actually, I would read for both. Okay, because obviously it's with the eclipse for your moon, if you know your birth chart, right? And for Venus, because Venus is so active. All right, because Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus. And this eclipse is happening in Taurus. Anyway, let's get started. Like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Really does bring the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, and actually, I will. That's what I was going to say, Gemini, because it is the eclipse here. Now, Gemini, look at you go. Oh, my goodness. Who are you? You are just on fire here. I love this. Wow, this is great. This is absolutely amazing. I hope you know that there's a lot of new things happening here for you. I'm going to show you something here. Well, I'll show you at the end. Let's get started. You got the Three of Swords. Came in your past. Okay. So there could have been something that was really heartbreaking, something that, really had an emotional impact on you, but this is in your past. All right. So it's all about moving forward. So there could have been something. The thing with the Three of Swords is, there's hope in every card. All right. So it could have been around a relationship or a partnership. There could have been, maybe you could have been, I don't know, let go from a job or had a big fight with a friend or even a colleague or maybe even your partner. There could have been a breakup or a divorce, but this is in your past. Now, the reason why it may be closely related to partnerships and relationships is because it tends to be associated with this card, but this card is ruled by Libra, which is the native ruler of partnerships and relationships. So there could have been something that was emotionally impactful for you. Again, it really depends on what day you watch this reading, but it is in your past. So it's something that you should keep in your past, but don't just move forward. Learn from it, okay? Learn from it so you never have to go through that experience again. I always say the past and history, two separate things, okay? Make this history, okay? Make this history. If it's something that, the whole goal is to take those swords out one by one. The other thing is, sure, you can see that it's rainy and stormy. What comes after a rainstorm? A rainbow, okay? But you got to put in that effort, all right? You have to put in that effort, but it looks like you are going to, because you got the Knight of Wands and the Heart of your spread. Now, Gemini, I don't make this up. Okay, I don't make this up. Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. Okay, Knights are mutable. Wands are fire. Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign. Sagittarius is your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. So very interesting. So there is a lot of y'all could have. Something could have ended, or something could have been fueling you toward moving in this catch me if you can energy, going toward your passions, the things that even career is a big thing here. Very transformative energy that comes with the Knight of Wands, which is a really big thing. He's very adventurous too, so it looks like there is something new that could have happened in your life or will happen in your life this week that you're just like, I love this. I love being on top of this horse. Look at the plume of fire off his helmet too. I mean, this is really fiery. Knights are fire, wands are fire. This is double fire here. Very fiery. Goes very well with Gemini being an air sign, right? So I absolutely love that for you. This is honestly like, this is a week where it's almost like nothing can stop you now. You are in this transformative energy. There's like a lot of transformative energy that's happening here. A lot of y'all may be traveling too. It is actually a good time to travel this week, or maybe even planning travel. But at the end of the day, it really is just you, unstoppable, and that's what what's happening this week is all these aspects that are happening is this like unstoppable energy, like that confidence energy, and then with all this activity in Scorpio, that passion. And so I love the fact that you did get the Knight of Wands in the heart of your spread. Now you got the Devil in your challenge area. Okay, so the main thing with the Devil in your challenge area is like, yeah, you definitely still have to let something go with the Three of Swords energy in your past, something that is not serving you well. Also, you may be like doing a little bit, looking at your entire spread here, a little too much like indulging this week with a lot of things that, remember, all this activity in Scorpio really intensifies things, right? So it could be like really intensifying things of, a lot of things that are maybe you shouldn't do too much of. Okay. But with the Devil in your challenge area, I would be the first message coming through, be willing to accept these changes that are happening in your life. Be willing to want changes in your life. That is the biggest message that is coming through. Secondly, it is, yes, tied to the Three of Swords here. The Devil represents like everything that you think the Devil represents. Bad behaviors, pessimistic thinking, addictions, vices, your shadow self, right? So it could be this week. There could be something that is still like maybe trying to seduce you to the dark side, or it could be something that you still need to let go. I think that it's going to happen, and I think that you will. Especially if you don't, this eclipse will eclipse it out of your life, okay? And so be prepared for that. Remember I said earlier, be willing to accept these changes. It was a big message. And actually, when you think about it, this Devil is ruled by Capricorn, okay? And so Capricorn is in your 8th house, okay, of transformation, of death and rebirth, and in the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio, and Scorpio's ruling planet is Pluto, and Pluto is currently in Capricorn. So you see the cycle that's happening here, and so you have to really be change your habits to gooder ones. Did I just say gooder? Oh gosh, who am I? I meant better ones or good ones, but let go of the things of that are not serving you well. Okay. Now you did get the Empress in your crown. Very interesting, especially for me, because the Empress has so far come up in everyone's reading, which is, again, very interesting because, like I said, Venus, this card is ruled by Venus. Empress is basically Venus. You see the symbol of Venus in the stone-shaped heart there? So, like I said, this full moon lunar eclipse is in Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. And then we have Venus trining Uranus, which is in Taurus. Another fun little cycle that's happening there, but it looks like that's all you want right now is all this abundance. You want to have fun. You want to have all this pleasure. You want to have, a lot of sex too. I'm not going to lie. And that could be the thing that is a thing, right? It could be like if you are in a friends with benefit situation, you may realize, you may know deep down inside, like you're actually looking for love, and that's just like a distraction. And so that's the thing that you have to end, because if you continue to be in that pattern, you'll never find that true love. Does that make sense? Okay, so cool. But yeah, the Empress is you're just looking for all this abundance and opportunity and all this newness in your life, but this auspicious newness. And you also got the Three of Pentacles here. And so in the root of your spread, so it looks like you do want to have this sense of something new. All right. A lot of y'all are here for career. There is a sense of like really having this foundation of being financially stable for a lot of y'all, being very comfortable in your lifestyle and, the foundations of your life as well, but bringing people in, okay? Bringing people in. This is a card where it's teamwork, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. So I absolutely love the fact that you got this card, okay? So it's very interesting that it's, if you are here for career, a lot of y'all maybe have gotten a new job and working with a new team environment. Some of y'all may be thinking about teaming up with other people in terms of like maybe a passion project or something that will like be have some sort of like revenue stream to it. But a lot of y'all can just want to be in the place where you just pursue passions, especially something new. All right, and you can bring other people in different ways. Like for instance, like if you are writing a book, okay, it's you do it, that's you doing it alone, right? But you still have to work with an agent, you have to work with an editor, but do you see how it's not like in your day-to-day? All right, so very interesting here. And now the most interesting thing for me is the fact that you got the Hanged Man. Okay, so okay, so many messages coming through. Let me just start with the first thing. The Hangman. Well, let me tell you what the Hangman is. This is someone who is. The Hangman comes right before the Death card, and so he's hanging himself upside down to look at the world in a new way, and to look at everything within his orbit, right? Everything in his reality, with fresh new lens and a new perspective. Okay, that's what he wants. He's preparing himself for this transformation, and he's changing the way that he sees things, and he in his belief system, and that's what this full moon in lunar eclipse in Taurus is essentially. All right. In order to do that, he's making this big sacrifice. He's sacrificing. He's surrendering the things he no longer needs, that he wants. In order to move into this new place in his life, having this transformation in his life. Now, here's where this is really fun for me. Do you remember last week's reading, Gemini? Do you see the progression from last week to this week, and now it's in your future? And so you are going through this really, it's still like this transformational process. I like, especially the moment that Pluto went direct. And again, Pluto is in Capricorn in your 8th house of transformation. The other thing is the Hanged Man. Card 12, right? 1, 2 equals 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. Do you see that? Isn't that cool? You want to break it down a little more? 4 times 3 equals 12. 1, 2 equals 3. 3 is the birth of new things, creation. So when I say like your entire spread is all about this new direction, this new thing happening in your life, this new path, like I'm not even joking. And I joke, okay? This is my serious space. Like this is huge, gems, all right? Geminis. This is huge. Absolutely huge. So with that said, clarifiers. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Gemini, you're you're amazing. You're amazing and you're good. You're good. You got the Ace of Cups, okay? This is the the heart of tarot. This is the holy grail. This is the card where it's I always say it, think of the last time, Gemini, something in your life, something happened in your past that brought you so much joy. It made you cry. It brought you to tears, okay? Whether it was being proposed to, whether it was getting your dream job, whether it was, having a baby, something so emotionally impactful that was so nice, okay? You just got it in your future. And remember how I said it's your spread is all about new. New. 3 is all about new, okay? Growth, development, advancement, but new. Birth of new things, okay? Birth of new things. Ace ushers in new beginnings, okay? Aces usher in there's new opportunities. And this is cups. This is feelings, emotion. So there's got to be something new that fulfills you emotionally to the point of like rapturous, like this intense pleasure and joy that you seek anyway. To this nirvanic level, like you are good. You're good. A lot of self-love in this card as well. I think this is you had a rare spread that I think it was a couple weeks ago where I was like, that actually does not happen ever. This is truly freaking crazy because Gemini, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, you're 3 as well. Hello, numerology. Come on. So once again, 3, 3, 3, 3. And then 3 times 4 equals 12. 1, 2 is 3. Hello. And then clarifying, you got new beginnings in something that's going to bring you so much joy. It's not even funny. I mean, this is so just nerd. Like you're good. You're good. This is your rare. This is like beyond rare. Let's get to your stuff. I'm very curious, Gemini. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. It really does help my channel grow. It really does. The algorithm does work. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you, so I am truly grateful. I really do appreciate it. And let's see what we got here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Gemini, you're good. You're good. Okay. So this is okay. Let's get started. Well, you got the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. So there is a sense of, with the Knight of Wands and the heart of your spread, there is going to be this week a feeling of, remember how I said, like, catch me if I can, like really going after your passions, really being intensely focused on your passions and things that, even this transformative energy that's happening with you and this birth of new things. Well, just remember to have that balance too, okay? That's happening. And I'm not even getting like a strong energy from the 2 of Pentacles for you. It really is where it falls in your staff. It really is like maybe you are just going through this place where you're like making a decision between one thing or another. Okay, a lot of it sure will most likely have to do with this devil energy. But in the end, like you may have to like decide something. And again, this eclipse may just, but it's better when you take control of, take destiny in your own hands, right? Now, the other thing is you got another two. You got the Two of Swords, which is very interesting here, because I was telling you about all this like relationship stuff, right? That was showing up in your spread, but now you have the Two of Sword, which is attributed to Libra, all right? Moon in Libra, actually. And which is the native ruler of partnerships and relationships. So there could be a decision. Again, this is doubling down now because you have the, and two is duo, right? Duality, but you have the Two of Pentacles and now the Two of Swords, and you even see the sliver of the moon in the background. So just trust your intuition. I think that you're going to be fine. I don't see anything here where it's like, uh-oh. So you're going to be fine. Just really take that time to go within to find a way to like have that balance, and you're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. Just go within. All right. Take that time. It seems like there is this week something that you're going to have to make a decision about, something that you're going to have to really go within, though. Really go within to the point where you're comfortable taking off that blindfold. All right. And releasing the things again. Making that surrender. You have that hangman in your future, okay? Making that surrender for something, okay? That could, for a lot of y'all, have been something that's been going on for a while now, all right? Now, you did get the sun. Hello. Hi. If you've ever gotten a tarot reading, you know the sun is the biggest yes, all right? The sun is the most powerful symbol. It's the most powerful thing in this universe, right? We're alive because of the sun. Our solar system exists because of the sun. But this is all about optimism. It's all about growth, opportunity, abundance, vitality. And so we know where your head's at. We know what you're seeking. I mean, you got the Empress, you got the sun here. I love this for you. So really, really just like, honestly, it really is, as you put your mind to it, honestly, like you really may let go of the things that are not serving you. Where be aware of it, have a release of it. You're going to be 1000% fine because you got the Eight of Cups in your final outcome. Now, if you are here for career, you may be having a new job, maybe quitting your job, maybe leaving a job, maybe even leaving a client or something like that, you know, something career work related, because the Eight of Cups is attributed to Saturn and Pisces. And as I mentioned before, that is your 10th house of career. Now, this is a card where an eclipse is happening during the week of an eclipse. And you see he's walking away from the cups. Nothing's wrong with the cups, okay? He just knows something's better for him. And it could be something that is, again, you know, it's going to be like clearly like a decision that you're going to have to make. But it's almost like out with the old, in with the new. And you knowing, and that confidence that is being brought with this full moon lunar eclipse, but also with all the other activities that's happening astrologically, like it's like you this week will know what to leave and when to leave it. Okay. And it's all for the better. All right. It's all for the better. It's you know, you see all that red. He's wearing a red cloak and then those red boots. That's a lot of passion and power, which is what this week is all about anyway, right? With all this Scorpio and energy. And then you get Judgment. And so you're good. You're absolutely good. It's almost like you are going to have this huge spiritual awakening, this wake up call. It's almost like you are, you know, you've been on autopilot maybe, or things have just been frustrating for some time. And now it's just like, boom. I know who I am. I know what I want. I'm Sandra D at the end of Greece. That empowerment energy. I really love that. Hearing the blow of the trumpet with the Judgment card. And I'm going to pull a couple more clarifiers for you. And then you got the Five of Swords and then Temperance. So with the fact that you got the Hanged Man, Judgment, and Temperance, this is also really big. But yeah, you're moving forward. It's going to be the best thing for you. You're going to have this huge wake up call, spiritual like awakening, like even this like reckoning. Like I know now, like I it's something that excites you to have this like truly awesome, meaningful, amazing life experience. And then you have the Five of Swords, which is there could be a moment where you're just like, what do I do? Because it's such a big, powerful week. But this is all about this card is really like it's all about like self-respect and self-dignity and knowing when to it's like choosing your battles wisely, right? And so again, there's that choice, right? That's shown up here. So be willing to do that. One other thing that I'm going to mention is that the Five of Swords is appearing in a lot of spreads, and it's only because, like I said, that full moons bring a lot of truth to light, and swords are all about truth, and there's that illumination to that. All right, so there could be some truth that you hear where you're like, but it's almost like, remember, it's you putting your swords down like the others, you accepting this truth, you accepting who you are, this genuine, your authentic self, and you're going to be fine. You're going to be 1000% fine. Also know the facts too. If there is something that comes up, and usually during full moon lunar eclipses things do, where it's like, what? And then all this activity in Scorpio, which is like mysterious hidden stuff, right? So secrets too. You're like, what? But just be like the better person in this situation and you'll be fine. You have two archangels in your final outcome. You're good. You're absolutely good. Remember what I said with that Sagittarius energy here in the heart of your spread? Now you get Temperance ruled by Sagittarius. Remember what I said? That is partnerships and relationships for you, Gemini. But Temperance is just saying, enjoy life. Life is going to be good for you. And the things that you want, you're going to get. Just have that balance, all right? Especially with these two here, the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, the Temperance in your final outcome. It's all about that balance, right? Mind, body, spirit, but also just knowing, Temperance literally means self-restraint. So just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride and really make that effort to release a thing that doesn't serve you well anymore, and really take that time, because you're the fact that all four corners of like it's all new and like you again, this is the rarest spread you've had, Gemini. It could be possibly one of the rarest spreads that, because when you throw in the astrology, when you throw in the numerology, when you throw in like even like the placements of everything that's happening and the synchronicities with what's happening, like this is just insane. Okay, for me, it excites me too, because also in your future you have the Ace of Cups as well, but you have two archangels in your final outcome. Just there may be a moment of, especially with Mercury conjuncting Mars, something where it's just like, but also with this full moon lunar eclipse, there's always like truth being revealed, and it may be something that you're just like, what, or a secret that you're, and you're like, what? Just just know that your life is going to be good. And that's just something, remember, it's like that. Who are you? Energy. Just keep that. You're Sandra D. You can do whatever you want. Anyway, Gemini, thanks so much for tuning in. You're amazing. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. And next week, I do your November forecast. And that's when we truly move into Sagittarius season. So there's going to be a lot of activity around partnerships and relationships. Okay. Oh, and we have a full moon in your sign. Oh, wow. We have a lot going on for you, Gemini, next month. Okay, Gemini, thanks so much. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.